What makes the earth shake? It's called an earthquake. Let's learn about the seismic waves that make the ground break. What makes the earth shake? It's called an earthquake. The violent shaking along faults and tectonic plates. Millions of earthquakes happen on Earth each year. That's what the NEIC reports, but have no fear. About 500,000 are detectable, but most are so small they can only be estimated because they can't be felt at all. Out of 500,000, only 100,000 are felt, it's true. And only 100 out of that can cause damage that we can view. What is an earthquake and where can they be found? Most are found between tectonic plates between the ground. 7 major tectonic plates cover our Earth, you see. These are the names of those plates and where they can be seen. This is the South American and Indo-Australian, the Antarctic plate, and the African is great. The Eurasian, Pacific plate, and North American. We'll talk about minor plates in another lesson plan. There are 3 types of plate boundaries. Running between these tectonic plates, you will see divergent, convergent, and transform. They all cause earthquakes. Let's see how they perform. Divergent boundaries move away from each other, producing rip valleys. Most active between oceanic plates, yes, plates out in the sea. Convergent boundaries move towards one another and collide. That's where you'll find most earthquakes and volcanoes do reside. Transform boundaries are 2 plates that slide past one another. The San Andreas fault line's the best example of this to discover. Between these plate boundaries, the Earth moves inches each year, but sometimes the plates get stuck. That's where an earthquake does appear. When pressure builds up from being stuck in this delay, the rock breaks, releasing energy, causing seismic waves. These seismic waves, they shake the ground. That is an earthquake. Let's see where massive quakes are found. The most violent quakes happen in subduction zones, no other. That's where one tectonic plate is shoved beneath another. One plate is forced down into the Earth's mantle, shown here. The other plate's forced upwards. That's where the violent quake appears. This is the same type of earthquake that rocked Nepal in 2015. The Gorka earthquake shook them all. When a quake in a subduction zone happens on the ocean floor, it can create a tsunami or tidal wave. Let's learn some more. A tsunami, also called a seismic sea wave, is a large volume of water displaced in an ocean or large lake. The largest tsunami that was ever recorded was 1,720 feet tall in Alaska. That's enormous. What makes the earth shake? It's called an earthquake. Let's learn about the seismic waves that make the ground break. What makes the earth shake? It's called an earthquake. The violent shaking along faults and tectonic plates.